How y'all doing? Set me here in my
What up? What up? What up?
Nothing much.
Y'all can hear me?
Haha, there definitely should be no handshakes if there is. There'll be no second date, real Chris. What's up? You starting already. That's your echo? Oh. Like I don't need to hear myself. I need to hear myself. We got a good topic today. Our topic is what to expect on the first date.
On your first date?
Yeah. Did I say first date? What I said? Yeah, what to expect on the first date. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
on your first date.
That's right.
Um, I mean, and this go for like men and women. So, um, because it ain't just on the woman. Because I know the man always got to make a move on the woman at the end. Like, depends on what it is.
Well, let us first, before we jump in, I know it's everybody will talk about this topic. I know y'all so eager. You're so eager. So let's first talk about what's going on, what's new in your world. We're gonna start with you, Bando. What's new in your world?
Well, it's not in my world.
Trying to get that flashlight out.
I have a couple of bands on my back. I
Oh.
mean, it was hot. It was hot today. Saw two cars about to have an accident today in front of my eyes on the highway, and pretty much just standing out the way with this big truck.
Well,
That's all.
Monday Night Football was great because our Saints won. It was a crazy game, but the point is we won. Who to the dat?
What they 2-2?
No, they were 2-2. Now they're 3-2.
Or
Give me my
3-2?
points.
Okay.
Give me my points.
I want to say great shout out to my son, and great shout out to my grandson. We got like full range. You heard me? Y'all be looking forward for my grandson to be in the NBA pretty soon when you did. But right now, my son, he won. No, I ain't say 4 rings. It's 5 rings. He won 5. Yeah, he won. He just won. Yeah, congratulations to my son LeBron James. You heard me? Y'all kudos to my son LeBron James. You did. Bravo. Ain't nobody can stop, but the greats are the greats. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like to hate him, but guess what? When he's on it, I mean, hey, if I was that great, I would hate myself too. You know what I'm saying? Well, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to LeBron James. Bravo.
All right.
I'm supposed to talk to him later on tonight. And then I'm supposed to talk about some things in the near future.
Minus for your son. Yeah. LeBron. I don't have any champagne tonight. I have Smoothie King. Angel Food Slim Smoothie King. Yes. So I'm smoothieing it tonight. But I do have my chips and my dip. So you will hear me crunch
Chips and dip.
within this conversation because it's going to be quite interesting. I'm waiting for my other co-host. I'm not sure where she is. But it's okay. If she does not come, I can still handle it. I can take y'all too. Y'all gonna be quiet anyway. Y'all don't be talking about nothing any dang on way.
Oh shit! Hold on, somebody tripping. Oh, well.
See, he looking down
Hold
somewhere.
on, bro.
You black. I can't even see screen. But it's okay. I can
Wait, hold on. All right, hold on. All right, what about now? There you go.
Yeah, that's
there
perfect.
There you
go.
There you go. Right there.
That's perfect.
So,
how you doing, Bando?
What I would like to say is, on on the first, well, how we can start this topic? Like, is it? I mean, you want me to go first, or you want me to
It wouldn't be right if we don't ask Majid what's going on in his world.
Okay, my bad. But my G, how your world was this week, man? How your world was?
To the whole world, because you don't do your stuff right. I took care of you, Bando. I took care of you. I'm sorry. Continue. Oh. Y'all gonna have to watch do a playback.
Nothing much. Just getting ready for the election coming up. You know, early voting. I think 16th through the 27th. I think so. You know, make sure you go out and vote for whoever you think is most capable. You know,
that's a very good point. Y'all gonna go to Go Vote. Like, of course, if you're in Louisiana, it's Go Vote. I don't know if it's a .com or org, but if you go to the Secretary of State, you could Google SOS for Secretary of State, LA, and they'll have all your voting information there. Early voting starts Friday, which is the 15th or 16th. Yeah, Friday. This is my bad. Friday the 16th. Early voting starts through the what?
16th.
Through the 26th of October. Yeah, that's right, because November 3rd. Yes. So I will be there on Friday, doing my vote tone. I really don't know who I'm still voting for. It's a tough one for me. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out for myself. Kind of tough.
That's why I say what I say. I would like to say, I'm gonna just spill the beans. The next previous year, next year, my son will be dropping out of the NBA and running for president next year. So I would like to give it up to my son, LeBron James. Yeah, he will be running for next year. Since Kanye West did it, I feel like my son LeBron James could do it too. He could run it up, and he could do it. He could do it most better. You know, he's the best of them all. LeBron James.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I'm not alone.
Hold on.
I'm not alone. So, I have help arriving. No, I don't want to set up my Whatcha.
Yeah, the second one was canceled. The third debate is still.
Which one? The presidential or the
On October 20, the 2020 U.S. presidential candidates will take part in a third presidential debate on 22nd of October.
The presidents.
Yeah,
not the vice president. So they got a debate again too, right? It's normally more than one. I only saw one.
Sure.
Unless I missed one.
I know there's a few debates. I'm not sure.
Let's see if I can try to do
this. I remember saying something like John McCain had something. I think that was in Arkansas. It was in Arkansas. I think it was somewhere, and they said it was empty. Nobody would show up to go to his debate. It was real empty. I think it was that. Bro.
I was say, what was that?
Bro. A big pothole. That was that.
I've started my my Instagram. I'm trying to position y'all right. I don't know how to position y'all. But our show, our topic today, it's what to expect on the first date. And we're getting started. I have our do's and don'ts of the first date here. So yeah. So okay. Oh, there's our fourth co-host. We'll wait for her to
Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, Faye. I feel much better now. I was trying to tag team here.
When we're about to. That was about to do.
Whatever. So, what to expect on the first date? But we want to find out what's new in your world, Faye.
Man, you pass that on to the next person.
We all win.
It's been kind of
Too late. Too late.
He said, too late.
Already.
Too late.
Oh, it's weird. It's just been a weird week. So I mean, it's only so hopefully towards the end of the week it'll shape up to something better. But the last couple of days is just kind of like what, you know, just just extra on top of, yeah. So that's how my week's been going so far. But I'm still smiling.
Hey, well, we have something very interesting to talk about today.
I know the date thing.
Yes, what to expect on the first date. You know, so it wouldn't be feminine of me if I wouldn't allow the men to go first.
Why? Wait. What happened to in society that women go first before men?
What? I don't understand. I don't understand. The men go first. Y'all got so much to talk about. Let's say, what to expect on the first date. I need to know some questions you ask. What's going on? Come on, men.
All right. I think
it's your subject.
Wait, I was just about to say the same thing.
Well, you know what?
It is your subject, bro? Sir.
I don't like the fact that y'all jumping me.
Can we see your face? Like, can we see your face?
Face? You want to see my face? Face?
Your face.
Hold on. I'm coming. But, hold on. All right, look. Okay, look. Now y'all want to see my face? I told y'all I was coming. And now y'all want to be like, you want to see my face. This is why you can't see my face.
Why are you deflecting? What to expect on the first date?
Well, on first date, I feel like, all right, expect. I feel like, man, look, you first bring a woman on a date. You know, the first time, I'm thinking about, damn, but I don't have to come back because I'm trying to get me a little parking spot right quick. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a parking spot. That's what I'm working on right now. Sorry about that.
Is that right? All right, my
yeah.
I guess your co-host he done kind of left you hanging.
I'm coming though. I'm coming. Hold on. Cause I'm in the weird parking.
We can have some first date. Some first date. How was your first date?
Wait, I'm sorry. Who was that question for?
Yeah,
Majid, y'all said your co-host he left you.
Oh, okay. I think maybe that's the problem.
Aw, here you go.
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't expect anything. Maybe you should go there just trying to see what that person has to offer you, and you go there with your values in hand and your notions and your thoughts, and whenever they say something or somehow they impede on something, like
that's the professor talking.
I mean, whenever they impede on your values or anything like that,
I need my glasses.
Like it either isn't gonna work out or it won't work out as well as it can. But I think that's like the reason people they place so much on that person when they go out on dates.
So when you went on your first date, that was your thoughts?
Yeah, like I didn't know what to expect on the first date.
So you had no expectations of what you're trying to say?
Yeah, pretty much. I just went there just to see what was gonna happen. I mean, as long as we enjoy ourselves.
So you didn't expect her to none. Like you didn't expect her to be pretty.
I mean,
you didn't expect that she was supposed to look like she said.
Of course, I think she's attractive. I wouldn't take her out.
Hey, but you don't know that yet. Did you FaceTime her first? Did you make sure she said who she is?
I mean, like,
is this a blind date now?
I don't know.
No, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. Like, I know what this person looks like before I take him out on a date. That's kind of like.
But not necessarily,
You know
because you can have a conversation with a person on the phone. I guess I'm going back to old school because we ain't always have. This is what to expect on the first date, guys. Okay, so you may not have FaceTime, but maybe you like Bando, have an Android. You don't have those capabilities.
But I've seen this person
hey, bro, bro. Hey, you know what? I feel some type of way because that's a shot. That's a shot because she have an iPhone.
But who's to say the person actually even wants to be on video? So I mean, sometimes you really don't know. You can meet a person, you can have a phone conversation, but never have a video conversation, and that person could have sent you pictures from when they was in high school or college or something, and they don't quite look the same.
Wait, what are you talking about? Like, I'm taking.
I said a first date.
Are you talking about like Tinder or something like that?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Because
everybody's experience is different. Hey, I'm just saying.
Because I know that's what like people can use it for. The people that I take out on dates are people that I've seen in real life. Like I know what they look. I've seen them smile. I know how they talk. I know how they speak. And if I wish to take them on a date, I go up to them and ask them. But like when you flip through people on Tinder, I mean that's kind of the risk you run.
Nobody talking about Tinder. You can still get that on Match and all them other places.
But
it's dating. Dating is different in the 21st with the 20th century. You know?
It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the people I go to date are not online at all. Not on Match. Not on Tinder, not on Bumble, not on whatever you choose. Not on Christian Mingle, not on Black People Meet. No.
Oh, you know about all that?
Yeah. I
mean, did he just say Crystal Mingle? Christian.
What he said, Crystal?
I'm just saying, like these are people I know what they look like already. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I said, like when you do online dating and stuff like that, like that's the risk you run. Like
I'm gonna just say, listen,
that's what
I'm gonna say on the first date, she better smell good. On the first date, she gotta smell good. You know what I'm saying?
What does she smell like a house? What does she smell like fried chicken?
Or she needs to stay ass back to go back to Popeyes.
But at least you know she know how to cook. Or she came from a house that knows how to cook.
Nah, she came from Popeyes. That's where she came. She came from work.
Hey,
close to one
she might work at one of them places that smell good. You didn't say. You didn't specifically say. You just said I know one thing. She gotta smell good. Well, fried chicken smells good.
She not about to come back. She not about to come out and smell like food from. And we going out to eat. Smell like chicken. Come on, something wrong with that.
All right. So, what are some places you should take a person on a first date? What's expected on the first date? How do you know where you want to take the person on the first date? How do you determine that?
Depending on her attitude, what type of person she is.
Examples.
I mean,
examples. Like, what do you mean by that?
Meaning her attitude. If she got a bad attitude, then guess what? We're gonna take her to McDonald's. You dig? Give her a Happy Meal and send her on our way.
Why would you be talking to her if she had a bad attitude?
I mean, so everybody need a chance, you know. Then because she got an attitude, I mean, maybe she may be smart.
I don't think I would take the person out. I don't even think we get to a date part if I determine that the person is has a bad attitude. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Faye. Why waste your money to go on a date or time?
Well, you got.
I'll be like, yeah, okay, I really can't stand this person, but yeah, I'm available on Friday. Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me if you met this person, so when it is to take a date on the first week, you first meet a person, or the second week? That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I would take a person on a date probably on this second week, because you can't. Yeah, the second week. Second week will be our first date, right?
See me when you deserve.
I don't know. I don't think there's a time frame because you can have chemistry with a person, and y'all might want to go on a date on a second day. You converse with them. It really just depends. Chemistry.
So then, how you
chemistry.
know? So that's what I'm saying. So how would you know? I mean, just because she got that person got an attitude, the second date, that's not enough for you to know if the person, is, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they have those type of traits too that's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You can't just judge a person for how they act right then and there. Because they may have some things they got off.
I wish I was a fly on the wall in your first date experiences. I would learn a lot.
You learn a lot.
I would learn a lot.
And what would you learn about this?
So if you talk on the phone with the girl and she got an attitude with you gonna take her to a place like McDonald's. What's the Applebee's category? That's if she's semi okay. I mean, where do your tiers stop? What are your tiers? Is it McDonald's level?
So you say Applebee's
level.
Applebee's. You talk about that 2020 deal? Level. That 2020 deal, Applebee's. That $20. You got the Applebee's. You get your appetizer. You get I think you get 3 appetizers for $20 or something like that. You get the meal and I think 2 appetizers. I'm not mistaken. I don't know the menu because I don't go to Applebee's like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, it is what it is. So I mean, on the first date, like I said, she had to smell good. She got to dress good. Of course, if she don't dress good, then that's a red flag right there. It's not gonna be. It's not. I'm gonna pull out, leave her right there at the curb.
So,
you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Define dress good. You want to like she going to the club? Hoochie mom?
No. We're not trying.
All, clothed up with a turtleneck on.
I mean, dress good.
Church because we don't go out here.
I mean, don't look like who is that? I'm trying to think. Who the lady named that? I think she had a baby for Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa. I think it was Wiz Khalifa.
Amber Rose.
Yeah, don't dress like Amber Rose. Amber Rose is.
I don't really know how she dressed.
But she got this thing. What's this thing is? The slut walk. Is a slut walk.
What is it?
That what she got?
Slut walk.
Really? Okay, I don't know what that is. I ain't see it.
It's a sexual liberation for women.
A sexual liberation?
For women.
For women? Mm-hmm. And what is it called?
The slut walk.
So it's a walk. Any of y'all know about this? The slut walk? Anybody heard about it?
You got dressed sluttish, like I guess almost looking slut.
And then you walk and you do your walk like a runway walk. It's a slut walk.
I mean, hey, like I said, just don't dress a slut. Like you try and be taken from a person that you on a date from. You know what I'm saying?
Why y'all get crazy encounters because y'all not being specific.
I mean, slut. Well, how slut? I mean, you ever saw a slut? I mean, a prostitute dress when she trying to sell something?
No.
Okay, that's a slut, right? You never saw a prostitute. You ever saw a movie with a prostitute? You saw a prostitute on the movie, right?
No.
So you ever saw a player club before? You never saw a players club? You know what I'm saying? Dollar bill, shot town.
I don't remember play. I remember player clubs, just the important parts. Just the important parts.
What important part? Which one? The money part? The
important parts. Okay. All right then. You have a say so on Bando's stuff? No, you don't want to back him up. Okay.
But I ain't finished. Though.
Oh my bad.
I ain't finished. She gotta smell good. Gotta smell good. Gotta dress good. Don't be patting all that makeup on your face. Don't be patting all the makeup on your face like you done swimmed in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you done rolled in it. Like, faces straight look like straight paint. Like somebody that paint your face with, Crisco Earl or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, just don't do it. Your hair gotta look nice. Can't look like like you got raccoon on your head or something. You know, just as what it is. Can't come out there looking what that word is, looking like somebody who miss ain't looking who
dress,
looking.
Smell, makeup.
Feet gotta look good too. Toes gotta look good. Don't come out there. Your toes look like you've been kicking down project walls. You know what I'm saying? For real. So don't come out there. Your foot look like you got a kickstand, and you look like, you know what I'm saying? You know, toe looking like this. You know, looking like, you see that? Toe looking like that. All balled up like it's mad at somebody. You know, we need toes, feet to be, released. Because when you like that means you're stressing. You know, stressing for something. I don't know. Can't help you.
I don't know. I've never been with anyone who had toes look like that. So.
Well, sorry.
Like I'm saying, I wish I was a fly on the wall with your experiences. Have you had somebody with toes like that, friend?
Hey, I mean, you saw the movie Boomerang. You saw the movie Boomerang when he pulled the sheets
in these
back.
movies. You know they just movies, right?
Hey, that's real. That's real. Hey, movies tell you secrets to look for. From head to toe to head. Shit.
Oh my God.
Yes, Lord.
Oh,
look at
no more TV for you.
If a woman can't take care of her feet, run from it. If a woman can't take care of her feet, run from it. I promise you.
The same for a man that goes the same.
I've seen some horrible.
Wait. You say a man, if a man don't take care of his feet the same way with a man? Mm-hmm. That what you said, Faye?
That goes the same for a man. Men gotta know how to take care of their feet too.
Yeah, all right. I agree with that, but we talking about women that be having toenails looking like toenail polish been on their feet for decades, for 2,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about those women that like recycle the polish on their feet. You know?
But like, so the same, I guess she's saying the same applies for you guys.
Yeah. And hygiene. Can't come on a date smelling like, like you want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like you mad at the world. Like, on smelling like, straight onions. Like you've been cooking red beans and rice or something like that.
You know? That she got to smell good.
Yeah, she got to smell good. All of it. Personal hygiene.
So how you coming?
Oh, don't worry about me. I come correct. I come good. I smell good. My best friend, hold on. You know who my great uncle is? Mr. Clean, bald head, Mr. Clean. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Clean.
Got swag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my uncle, so I should let you know. I come clean.
We have lemon, no lime. Oh, sorry. Well, first date. It's the women's view. For me, I guess we'll start the way you're starting. So we're at the first date. I guess I'm picking the person up. Now, my thing is, if I get there and it's something about you I don't like, I still commit because I'm committed. I've already committed to the date. I've committed to the time. And I'll do my best to enjoy it. Right? But I expect the person to be themselves, preferred. I do like, smell good. I do like when a man can dress nice. I do like when his hair is groomed, lining is everything. A fresh haircut is just something for me. It does something to me. I can't explain it. But I love a fresh haircut. Nobody's asking him to be drenched in cologne. It's not.
Well, they got different types.
What?
They got different types of haircuts. So what type of style? You can come with a mohawk, a melon with some spikes. all type with a fresh lining and all that. So what
Now,
is
as long as he got a line and it's tapered, he can do what he wants. If he got a little mohawk with a side, that's up to him. I mean, you got to make it look nice. It's up to you. You can be yourself.
okay?
You know, like I said, dressing nice is good. You don't have to come drenched in cologne, but like they say, using one of your senses is really good because people can remember. You can remember a scent and you're like, oh man, I remember that smell, and make you think of such and such or whatever. So, of course, hygiene, that shouldn't be like, I guess we're adults. I mean, hygiene shouldn't be one of those things that we're like, hey, make sure, but I guess to each his own. So, yeah, of course, I would expect you to have on the common things like deodorant and stuff like that. It's to be expected. Should we expect the guy to come? Should you expect the guy to come pick you up, or the female to come pick the person up, or y'all would rather meet?
That's about it.
And y'all would
I was
rather
about to say that.
Don't worry about it.
I was about to say.
We ain't get to that yet. We going in stages. We just talking about the, are y'all meeting up? I usually meet up with the person. I might ride with you on a second or third date.
I don't know. I never heard of that before. A woman and a man meet up. I always feel that the man always pick the woman though.
What if you don't have no car?
She could pick him up.
Remember how you said the man at the bus stop, right? You said that last
Damn. Why you always bring up old shit, man? Come on, you bring up old shit.
He at the bus stop. So, me or Faye, we gotta go get him.
Damn. So what about both of y'all don't have? So what if both of y'all don't have cars? Since you want to bring that up, then. So what about?
We gonna ask Faye. I want to hear what Faye's, at least the expectations of when you meet the person finally from in person on the first date.
Let's see. Since we're on the topic of cars, I remember. Can I share a past experience?
Sure.
Because it's kind of like just different than like the usual expectations. But I had such a good time. And like, this was when I lived in New York, and it was like the first time I hung out with my then boyfriend, and we met up for a party. There was a DJ that was playing someone that he really liked, and I really dug that DJ too. And it was late in the night, and like, we danced, and that's how we met. Like, he just came up to me and like started dancing, and I had my eyes closed, and then like I opened my eyes and he was like dancing with me, and I was like, wow, okay. And I had never been approached that way before by anyone, which was really interesting. And so what we did was, we pretty much hung out. Like, we went for long walks in Manhattan afterwards, after we danced, and this was like 2 a.m, and New York doesn't ever sleep. And there's like trains going all the time, and for the most part, you have to wait for like 45 minutes for a train, like after 2:00 or 2:30, like on the weeknights, and this was on a weeknight. And so like, I can't remember. Yeah, no, we did. We ended up going to a diner because we were so hungry. If it was like a daytime thing, like it would have been different, right? We would have like eat like somewhere else, but we ended up eating at a diner because it was like 24/7, and I just had so much fun with this guy. Like the first time we actually hung out and like actually did a date, and I didn't really have any expectations. Like, I just knew that we had some kind of chemistry because, we definitely had chemistry on a dance floor. So I had a good time. So like, after that experience, I just, I not that I lowered my expectations. And by the way, I mean, he looked great. he didn't smell bad. He smelled great. You know, I could tell, you know, he put some effort into like, you know, setting himself up to meet me. And so after that experience, like I said, I just felt like I could just stay in the flow, and it kind of had allowed me to let go of a lot of different thoughts about how a date should be, you know, because I had so much fun. It was like a very different time of the day, of the evening to be even out, you know. I mean, we met at like midnight, I think, you know, and we were up until like, I don't know, we were at it till like 4 a.m, just hanging out, you know, after we were dancing and stuff. So that's one of the coolest experiences. I mean, you know, I haven't been in touch with him at all, but I just remember the first time we did go on a date, and it was just really fun, and it was not anything of what I would even expect. Going to a diner, first eats, and then like dancing, you know, and then like, you know, be out in the city till like 4 a.m. in the train.
Do you know?
Way up, like we just met each other. So, you know, it was one of those, it was a cool experience. And yeah, that was one of my better experiences of
So what y'all ate that like? What y'all ate that night?
I'm doing online, you guys. So that's why, you know what I mean? What you saying?
What you ate that night?
I had I can't remember. Did I have corn? Because usually I always look for like a corned beef kind of breakfast.
So
you know, 2 or 3 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm at a diner.
Did he pay your meal, or you paid for both of y'all meal? Which one?
He paid for it.
Oh.
He paid for it. I offered to split, and then he said no. I got it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So okay. So how your hair was? Your hair was nice? You had nice hair? Your hair was real done up, and
I mean, when I meet a man, I said, you know, I smell good. I dress according to how I feel is suitable for that particular person.
Yes.
And we were going out dancing that night. I mean, because he was just like really into house music and like really into just like dancing his butt off. So I was like, okay, I had my Puma flats on, and, you know, I was ready to dance, you know, because it was almost like he was not battle me, but he was like, he wanted a dance partner to like keep up with him that night, you know? And so I was like, I was all for it. Let's do it, you know?
So did any one of y'all had alcohol in y'all system that night?
Of course, super drunk. I mean, I had enough to, I had like a couple of drinks, and then I was hungry, you know? That's why, that was why we had to go and eat. And it's just, that's one of the things I really loved about living in that city, because you could just
they don't have them in the cars. People they own them in the cars, so they either catch the subway or either catch a cab back home. So who paid for who to get back home?
I actually took a train, and so we went our separate ways.
Okay.
So I took a train, and he lived in a different area than I did at the time. Eventually, I did move in with him. But of course, at that time, I was living on the island. I was living on the upper part of Manhattan, and then he was living in Queens. So, I'm sorry, you guys.
Well, I know one thing.
So we went our separate ways, and then and he went back to Queens, and then I went back to my place with my housemate.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Me personally,
We didn't.
I mean, me personally, that was it, Faye? That's all you had? That was it?
Yeah, I mean, and like, you know, like I agree with Monique, you know, be yourself, you know, and usually the people that I'm gonna give a time of date for, it's like there's something that I like about them, you know. I don't look a whole lot because I'm I know that my standards and my expectations of like what kind of person I even want to date, I feel like is even just high for me. You know what I'm saying? Like not high for me, but like I don't, it's too difficult to find someone like that. You know what I'm saying? To just have like inner beauty, outer beauty, to be spiritually woke, to like, you know, like puts like, you know, proper things in their body to eat, like, you know, is conscious, like, I don't know, it's just the whole, it's a big list. So, and I will find someone like that, but I just I don't care for it right now. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm working on me. And, yeah, so, but all those things that y'all were saying, you know, like it's all aesthetics and, you know, smelling good, dressing well, don't have curly toes. You know, like if they speak with grace, like that's so nice. You know what I'm saying? One time I was on a date with this guy that I had already like, been hanging out with for the last month and a half.
I want to say something too. I forgot something too. I forgot. Make sure you put some lotion on too, and knees can't be ashy, looking like you've been rolling a flower or something like that.
No,
you know
where
what
do you
I'm
find
saying?
where do you find your women at?
Hey, I'm just covering everything. You know, don't be smelling like you've been swimming in your cologne. You know what I'm saying? Perfume, my bad, perfume. Don't be like you've been swimming in it. And I'm just saying though, smelling like straight maple syrup and stuff.
It's cool when all you can smell is someone's cologne or perfume, or like when they walk past and they're like 3 feet away and it's like whoosh, like it's just too much. Or they put something on that does not go with their chemistry, or they wear something. Friend, a fragrance, and then they try to sport that, and it doesn't go with their body chemistry, and it's like, no, don't do that. Don't try to do that. Someone else, be yourself. It's something that's good on you, that smells attractive on you. Okay. Like that is so important.
All right, so now we've done that. We've done, the initial expectations. So you're on the date. Y'all pick the restaurant that y'all like. And now it's time for you to collect some data on the person. So what are some questions that should be asked on a first date? Do you kind of beat around the bush and just ask questions that are of importance, but not like to punch them, you know what I mean, not to hit them where it hurt?
How serious like so like you're gonna be serious with this person, like you want a relationship, or you're just
that's a good point. So I guess let's say, I don't know everybody's expectations, but if I'm going on a date with you, that means that I'm not, I guess for me, I can only speak for myself, but if I'm going on a date with you, then I'm not just trying to go on a date just so we could just live life dating. The purpose of giving time and dating is because we both find an interest in each other. So we're trying to see if we're compatible to move forward, pretty much. Because you've already gotten over the like you like the person. At this point, you're trying to see what's in their head. Where are they in life and stuff like that. So for me, I would ask those difficult questions. Basically, I've learned from experience. I think you should ask those questions in the beginning, and not wait till mid-relation, or even not wait until you actually are in a commitment with the person. And by the time you're in a commitment with them, it's kind of too late if you didn't ask the right questions. Like the major question is credit score. That's very important. So I would ask those questions. Now, I probably won't go in on detail, like, what's your childhood trauma like? What's your relationship? Yeah, exactly. Do you have a job? How long have you been on your job? I mean, it's not an application, and you're not trying to just ask them. But I think these questions, they're very hard questions to ask.
I love the application. The
Well,
application is
my
if
application, right?
that if you need a questionnaire, I think that's great. I mean, because it's valid. I mean, it's to knock out like the preferences and what works, what doesn't work, and then if there's a technical part of it to it, right? I mean, get mathematical, it's all good. So I like the application.
I mean, personally, I'm asking all type of questions, weirdo questions, all kinds of things, in the nature. So you gotta ask questions because you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolate. You gotta ask questions.
All right, Forrest Gump. Like I said, I think those questions are important. The questions that I would ask is we would definitely talk about credit. We would definitely talk about our childhood. I guess as much as we both are willing to talk about it, different things we've encountered in our childhood that, we've learned from and that made us who we are today. I guess depending on how well the conversation is and how much, because you have that energy that you share with two people. And within that energy, you reveal certain things. I mean, I really do believe that. I've met, some people where we just talking, but I don't feel open enough to really go into certain, difficult experiences that were difficult back then, but they made me stronger in who I am today. I don't talk about that, to everybody. But then you could have another person with a different type of energy that's more, I can't say open, just more alluring to you, and you just feel comfortable. And then you two can share, those experiences. So I think the first date, because I was that one that was guilty. I used to be nervous on my first dates. Yes, I get nervous. And on my first dates, I would talk a lot about me, because I know me. So it was easy to talk about myself, but doing that and talking about myself, that made me look, self-centered. It could have made me look prideful, vain, all kinds of that. And it's like, if you really get to know me, I'm just a little sweetheart, but it's like, that was my way of just keeping the conversation going. Because I'm not one, I really don't like first dates. I guess say back then. Now I'm more, outgoing. I can have a conversation with anybody. I could just walk in, Walmart if I wanted to talk to somebody and just, have a conversation, because that's pretty much how I am now. But back then, I was a little shy girl. So it's like, it was just really easy just to talk about my career, my successes within my career. But that made me sound so, anal and so high and mighty when I just was talking because I was nervous. So anyway, I digress.
So I have a question. So what if the guy, pays the bill on the first date but don't tip the waitress, knowing he had a good waitress? How would you feel about that?
I would tip them. Yeah, I mean, if he paid, I'll tip them. Like, I mean, I think it's. What
if you don't have cash? How would you feel about it if you didn't tip?
Well, that's a do and a don't. You never go on a first date without something secondary. That's just how it is. That's just a do and a don't. If you go on a first date without something, then I guess you have to be secured in the connection that you have with that person that you're going on a date with. But if it's one of those dates that you really don't know, like, never not have cash on you, because you never know when you're going to need it and there's no ATM around. That's just like a girl tip 101. You got to always make sure you're good. And then it's like, you don't know what type of guy is the first date. He might be the guy to be like, I'm coming right back, and he never come back. That's another thing. I'll never go on a date without knowing wherever I'm going to, whatever establishment, to make sure that I could cover whatever I get from that establishment. Because, like, you don't know. I'm sure some people, y'all see our chat number right there. I'm sure some people, y'all have had some experiences where you could have went on a date and somebody walked out on you and made you pay for it. Or, the infamous trick, man, I forgot my wallet.
Damn.
And what you gonna do?
Damn.
Like, I haven't, thank goodness, I haven't had any encounters like that. But I just don't make, like, I won't go on a date without making sure I can cover whatever's done. And I mean, you just got to. But I would ask those questions, especially childhood questions, credit questions, job questions, career. Like, I want to know if I didn't ask you that on the phone when we were the preliminary discussions, then I'm definitely gonna ask you on the first date. For me, by the time we get on the first date, it's like, man, I can't wait to meet you, dog. What's up? Because I talk about that in the beginning. Like, I'm not gonna sit. I don't want to waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time and be like, well, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till I see you.
This spiritual and like religious questions, like where did they stand with those things? I mean, I'll
tell you one thing. I pulled up to the house and picked up the girl, and her sister knocked on the door. Can you bring me to go get some cigarettes or some shit? I'm gonna be like, huh? Bring me to go get some cigarettes, huh? And then I go,
See, I won't, and that's the other thing. I won't date a man who smokes.
Oh, that's another thing. That's a turn off. No smoking cigarettes. Nah, no cigarettes.
Yeah,
no cigarettes.
Because it's just, it's when you're smoking, you don't really, the smell of it isn't as intense, but when you don't smoke anymore, it's like, it stinks.
Hey, that's a good question about smoking. Right. So what if you're on a date and they start smoking?
Oh man, I was like, how long have you been smoking? How heavy are you smoking? Are you gonna be smoking forever? Like,
shit.
I'm
about to be like straight check. Waitress, check please. Check please. Check please. For real. Check please. Ain't no how long you playing. I ain't asking that
shit. Smoking is such a turn off. Now, I like vaping. I could tolerate vaping, but to an extent, because it depends on what you're vaping. If you have nicotine and stuff, it's like if it's nicotine free. Then it depends on what kind of vapes you like. Because some people use these e-cigarettes and stuff like that. Like, I have a vape. I haven't vaped in almost 2 years, but it's nicotine free. I forgot the movie. I watched one. Oh, it was American Gods. I was watching. It was a series, and the guy was sitting there. He was making the O's, come out his mouth with the vape. I'm like, I gotta get one of those.
Yes and no.
Yeah. I can't make the O's. They be like little tiny, and they be so weak. So, it's not for
I have
me.
never.
See. I don't want to jump into that, but that's a good show you just mentioned. I ain't get to finish all of it though. But the smoking, no, I'm good. The smoking, I'm not good with that.
That's a deal breaker.
That's straight turn off.
Nicotine.
No.
I don't like it because it's like when the person after they smoke, I don't care how much gum and stuff you chew, you can still taste that. It'd be so nasty.
Yeah. You can smell.
Right. You can smell it. You can smell it and I can't stand that smell. It's like I tell you, my nose is like the kids, they always say like, Mom, how could you smell that? I can smell smoke forever. It just hits, it's right up in here and it just starts burning. And I'm like, oh, somebody's smoking. Can't stand it. So that's a deal breaker. If a person literally starts to smoke, if they're like, come on, man, come on outside with me. And then they start smoking, whew. I think I've never left I be trying to be nice. I have a tendency. I can be very blunt. I try to be it in a nice way, but I mean, shoot, we're adults.
I got one too. If a woman is at the dinner table talking about, can you give me a Miller Lite to drink? I'm gonna be like, a Miller Lite, a beer? That what you want? That's a definite turn off. A Miller Lite, no. Out of all the drinks they have there, you want a Miller Lite?
A Miller, I mean, even a guy, if they wanted a Miller Lite, I don't know. I mean, I would think that they would have better beer taste than that because, I only go for the best too.
Because if they say a Miller Lite, they'll let you know what type of person you're dealing with right there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
A Miller Lite, a Budweiser. You mean a Budweiser. What?
What about Heineken?
A Heineken.
Nobody like Heineken.
Not too bad, but.
I mean, yeah.
What
kind of drink that in bars and stuff like that. Like
if you're watching a football game, I can understand. But for us at sitting at the table, we eating and you want a Heineken, well, something ain't right.
They should order, one of the beers that are on tap, and one that
do that on purpose. Wait, are we liking this date or are we not liking this date?
We
I said, if we didn't like the date, then yeah, I would do something crazy like that just to give you something to talk about.
Well, if you don't, well, why would you do that? Why would you go on a date if you don't like the date?
It's for the same reason why you would go on a date with a chick who have an attitude with you. It makes no sense at all, but I'm just saying, you the one said it. Like, he said it. Why are you asking me? Like, you said it. I'm just following with the type of tactics you do.
I'm just saying, though,
you got the glow.
I would do something like that, though. But like I said, would you? And this is a question. If you don't like the person, right? If you don't like the person, you feel like this person not, upworthy for your cappuccino or cappuccino, whatever they call that.
Wait.
Would you order an Uber driver for this person to drop this person back home, or you would just leave the person there at the because
if he drove with me? Wait, if we drove together? Why am I ordering him an Uber?
Because
he drank too much.
He smoked some cigarettes and Budweiser, and that's
so
what I'm
saying. Okay, my question is, how did he get there?
Cause all right, if this person's drinking Budweiser and Miller Lite and smoke cigarettes, that should let you know, okay, when you get ready to drop this person off, there's something else gonna be behind it. After it ain't gonna be okay. Just okay. Can you chill with me? It's gonna be like trying to make a move from that way.
Hey, you guys. What about spelling? You just triggered a thought in my brain when you said cappuccino, Bando. Because I was I was on Zomato earlier, and found a post, like it was a review on a restaurant that I went to the other day, and the person spelled 3 words wrong, and it just looked really funny. So, if you're initially texting someone, messaging them on a online dating or whatever, so we're messaging people, right? And for me, if someone gets a whole bunch of words misspelled, I really kind of that's some points off. I'm sorry. That's just it's just really funny, but it's like, if, she spelled cappuccino like C-A-P, she did it with a C-H, and it's like, it's an Italian word. I mean, it's an Italian word, whatever, but then she spelled apologizing with an A, and I was like, not that I was, it was a girl, it wasn't a guy, right? But if it was a guy, like, this is just one of those things where spelling for me is when I'm getting to know someone and then they're spelling words incorrectly. It's just, I really question that boils some thoughts for me.
No, I mean, I know.
Or like
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I feel like that in text messages, when a person texts, like, I guess it's a shorthand text, and instead of like writing, like I guess writing
Abbreviation.
the word out is like, yeah, they'll do abbreviations and stuff. That's like a turn off for me, because it's like for me, when I text, I'm using I'm texting like you're supposed to, like you would type, and it's like, there are sometimes I don't even know what they're trying to say, but it's like I don't like that. Like, don't make me feel like you got a little, I don't know. I guess it's what do they call it? Shorthand or something like that. But it's like it's not like we're in a help desk center and we're in customer service and we're writing notes, to our coworkers. Like, we know what these abbreviations are. Like, this is a text message. Your so
we're not doing acronyms, like let's have
yes.
some full communication.
Your first impression is like important. Don't sit up there and do all of that, because it's like we women, just like you men, y'all have y'all way that y'all, I guess gauge the woman by her conversation, whether it's on the phone or be it a text message. We do the same thing. We do the same thing. So
And it's for me, that's just like sort of an aesthetic, an aesthetical issue subject, it's right along the lines of like, smelling good and dressing well. And it's like, okay, you smell good and you dress well, not well read. You know what I'm saying? Like, constantly communicating via message anymore, that it says a lot about a person when they don't like spell things correctly, or I mean, the spelling, apologizing with a with an A, like I said, it was like Apolwa, Lagizding.
It was in the middle, not the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I was like, I almost wanted to write out the words that they spelled incorrectly, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
So what happened if it was was if a woman that's she can talk, but she can't talk. So she's more like sign language.
Oh, silent.
She can talk, but she can't talk.
Are you talking about the New Orleans? Like, hey, baby, you talking like that? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Tisha and them down the street, because can I get some more Sprite?
Because you got different types of people. Like you run across. So like if you come down here in New Orleans, right? We got our own way how we talk. So you ain't gonna be able to. I mean, it may might not alone in your brain and be like, I don't want to deal with this person. I don't want to deal with this person. I don't like how they talk. I can't really catch. My thing is,
she could be Becky.
My thing, I'm just asking. Like, all right. I'm just saying. If you say like if it was a dude that you meet, right, and the dude you was texting, right, this whole time, he's texting you. You met him off the app or whatever, He's texting you, right? And the minute you go on a date with him and you try to talk to him, he's speaking sign language to you. That's a turn on?
Oh.
Sign language?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, hold up.
Wait, like
you like really like signing A, B, C.
Yeah. Because you gotta think about it. The person is
F. I forgot.
Like,
because he can spell. Because he can spell on the phone. Because he can touch it. He can spell.
I mean that person, should be saying if they're deaf. Because if they are deaf,
But you gotta think about it though. You got some people that see you for who you are, and you're so beautiful. They rather keep that away, but text you until they feel comfortable telling you.
You know what that makes me think of? That movie with Kevin Hart and that dude who was a quadriplegic. That's what they call it, quadriplegic. Yeah, quadriplegic. What was that movie? With Kevin Hart and the man on there. He had a woman that he was conversing with via email, but they never met. And when she finally met him, she really discovered that, like, she read on him about him, and she kind of knew but didn't know. So when she met him, but But she determined at the date that she couldn't do it because it was just too much. Because she had to feed him, huh?
When you had, what is it?
Mocha, I teach during the daytime too.
I don't know. It's like at a nap.
Really? A gnat
So-
just sitting there? That's nasty.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
First of all, why is a gnat in my house? We have a problem. I'm sorry. He was talking about my day job. I'm a para. I'm a para during the day. I have to help my son in virtual school. So I have like a total of 3 jobs during the day. But that's here nor there.
So you were saying something about the Kevin Hart, and she couldn't teach. She couldn't.
Well, she
Go
couldn't
through with
deal
it.
with it. I guess she kind of knew and she didn't. And then when she realized and she, discovered and saw everything on the date, she couldn't.
What's the name of the movie?
Really? I just said I don't remember. What was the name of the movie? Something with Kevin Hart. Second Chance. I don't know. It was
Second
one of the
Chance,
most.
I'm
It was. Anybody in here? Anybody know the name of the movie?
Like, pulled the most generic.
Because I know.
Second Chance.
The second chance.
So-
I don't know.
so-
It's like something. It was a very good movie. Why can I think of it? It was one of the movies that he was still funny. He's always funny.
But he was playing. I think I know.
So, all right.
Y'all know the movie I'm talking about.
So Faye, I don't know if Faye want to answer that question because I don't know that was too tough on her.
So good. Oh my
To be quite honest, because I've actually encountered people like that. I've never been on a date with one.
The upside.
I would prefer that person should have, would have told me that they were deaf, But there's some deaf people, actually, they can read mouths really well, but it would just be difficult to be able to understand them, because of the way they speak, it's like it's this muffled thing when it comes out of their mouth. But I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, you could be creative on the date, if you really like them, if they happen to be like beautiful and I mean everything attractive, like wow, and energy and everything, but like they're deaf, and it happens. There's like deaf people out there, So if that was the case, I would totally give it a chance. I mean, we might just have to text each other, or if I don't understand what he's saying, I mean, I would make the effort, you know what I mean? And then like learn a bit of sign language if I needed to, if I like the person. So, yeah, because like, I mean, it's a disability, but it doesn't mean that they're not intelligent, but that they're
because I was just asking that because we're talking about do's and don'ts on the first date, so that's my reason why I asked.
Yeah, before the date. So I'd be like, why didn't you tell me you were deaf? Because it's like, were you scared that you weren't gonna be able to get have this date? Which I would wrap some understanding around that, and then hopefully they would learn that they could just be authentic. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that they really got to be authentic about. So, but that's kind of hard because it's like, what person would give, someone who's not deaf, would give a deaf person a chance. I don't really know the ratio on that. So, because I've not been in this situation, I just know of people sign language and who are deaf. You know what I'm saying?
So my next question is for both of the women. So if the whole night everything went right, the whole date went right, the whole night, from the time he picked you up, from the time y'all eating, and while you're at the table, my question will be, everything was smooth. What goes on in a woman's mind when they're having a good night with that man? Because I know the man, we always thinking about, okay, what that is, third base.
Yeah, but not all guys are the same.
Yes, I know.
Which one are you?
But I'm asking it.
I don't think that every single planet always thinks about, ending the night with sex, or like when can they actually get there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, most, like a lot, I mean, shoot, my experience, but I don't think I don't think it's every single time.
Okay.
And I like to get to know the person first.
Okay. Well,
let's go on a few. If I like you, let's. So
I'm just saying, like, when I read the third base, meaning, okay, because the guy, sometimes we go for either a kiss or, and, it could be the kiss to the hug, that part.
Definitely get a hug.
The hug?
Hug. Oh, yeah. If I like you, yeah. Hug is a hug.
Okay. So what you called him, like, the next day? The next day you'll skip a day and then call him. The day.
I don't know.
You gotta skip a day?
I know some people do that. They skip a day and don't call the person and call them the next day because they don't want to look like they desperate or interest.
That's stupid. Desperate. That don't make sense. If you like, you like. Like if we had a good date, I would call you after a while when I think you at home. I would definitely call. So I can't say that. Now, if it was one of them dates, like I said, that I went on a date and I was just, since I've already committed to the event and I'm just, being a good steward, then, I'm not going to be mean. I'll say hello. I'm not a mean person, so I would say hello and say, hey, and eventually they'll stop talking. I don't know.
Yeah, or you
make me sound horrible. Horrible.
And cut it to the chase and I enjoyed that night, but I don't think we have chemistry. Boom.
Now you see, that's harder for me to say, but I mean, it is true. It's better to be honest. So I guess so, Faye.
That vibe hanging around if that's not something that you want, like, because you gotta leave space for the one that you like. So
hey, you gotta clean out your garage in order to put a new car in there. That's the application that they gotta fill out to make sure they can get the car loan.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
So I think that's about it. I think that's about my question. I think that's it. I think that's about it. I think that's it. I don't think I have any else questions. Mike, do you have any questions for Faye? Anybody?
Oh, my part is ending, guys. Thank y'all for showing up. I end in, like they say, a minute and 59 IG. That's our IG fam. All right. So, what? Did I hear you right? Did you say you had no more questions? What? Oh my gosh! Look, do you have another question for the next show? I mean, we were good. Two shows in a row. I mean, I'm just saying, like, do you have some more for us?
I do have questions, but right now, I feel like that everybody's really paying attention to the NFL and football right now, and as we go in and out to the next year. I want to say that, what everybody would say was, that's promoting is vote. And, vote right, vote true. You know what I'm saying? Vote your right. Vote right.
I was telling them I still don't know who. I don't know yet. This has been a tough one. Normally it's a no-brainer for me. I don't know. They're supposed to have another. Do you remember the date?
October 22nd.
October 22nd is the next presidential debate. Hopefully, I won't feel like I'm in kindergarten class watching two of my classmates fight.
Well, you know what? That damn fly was on your boy head.
It sure
you wanted to say something.
The fly was more interesting than the dang on debate. For real. The fly was the
fly said, "Look,"
of the night because they were getting on my nerves. I felt like I needed a belt.
Kamala
It was
Harris
Pence.
Mike Pence?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
That fly.
not the vice president.
I know. That's me.
That fly say. That fly said, I ain't never ever smelled this shit before, but this shit's fresh over here. You know what I mean? And I ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He stood his ass on there right there. He said, hey, I wish I'm going to tell my homeboys about this shit right here, because this shit is fresh. This is some fresh bullshit over here. This debate over here is bullshit, man. Come on. Like this T. If I was a fly on the wall, there you go, right there, on his head. A fly right there.
October 26th. The next well, that's something, because if you early vote, like we early vote Friday, so maybe I should wait. No, when is the early voting stopping? On the 26th?
The 26th, I believe, is the last day.
But it's the 22nd.
The 16th.
When is the next presidential debate, though? You said the 22nd?
October 22nd.
Oh, so maybe I shouldn't vote Friday.
You do have time.
I was trying to get out of the way because I ain't trying to beat out everybody else. Mask on, mask on.
So, I know we, everybody's, focused on the president. Everybody focused on the president. Like, what about the senator? Like, who is running for senator?
Oh. Wait, what did he say? Who's running?
Yeah.
For senator.
I have to do, I don't know off the top of my head, but I do have a sample ballot. So I'm one of those ones, because it's like, not only just the people, they have other, I guess, depending on whatever your parish is, you have other things you're voting to against, other ordinances and stuff like that. And you got to know what they mean. Like, they have the printout for you to read there. But, you have to get through the legal terms and just get down to the basics. Because sometimes they just ask you, would you like this or would you not like this? But it don't read that way. And you'll be like, I guess so, yeah. And you just could have clicked on, increasing your taxes in another area, and you didn't even know.
Well, I'm just saying.
I think everybody, before you vote, you have to do your research to see, get a sample ballot, look at, the ordinances that are there, and actually, it's online, and do research on it to find out what you're voting for, because when you're in that booth voting, it's not like you can stay in there for 20 and 30 minutes, and sometimes these things are lengthy. You really have to read to understand what you're saying. I mean, what are you voting yes or no to? So I think that's important. It's not just the act of voting, it's understanding what you're voting for.
Like, make sure you find a sample ballot and, go over it and just have a sheet of paper with you and check off what you're going to vote for and what you're not going to vote. Just all your decisions on that piece of paper. So by the time you go into the booth, you know exactly what to press, and you're in and you're out. That, it saves you more time than just going in there and trying to skim through the thing and not really.
I ain't gonna lie, I was guilty of that. That was me right here. There you go. I'm trying to hold my hand up. I was guilty of that because I'm like, what is all this stuff? And I'm like, I just knew the people. The judges, whatever it was, I knew all of them. But the extra stuff that was really important, I'm like, oh, this applies to me too. And it's like I wasn't focused on that. So there's more than what you're just, you're voting for. So, y'all should do that. Are you guys trying? Oh, it is. It's 9:23, y'all. I guess we can wrap this up. We've had our very interesting topics from our men here, some who did not say anything, and some who.
One more thing before we go.
He's about to give us. Wait, before he says anything, guys, I guarantee. I shouldn't guarantee, but most likely, 99.9% that he may give us another topic for the next show. All right, go ahead.
No, it's not another topic for the next show, because next show is just gonna be the next show.
That 1% will mess you up.
All right, then. All I gotta say is, before y'all vote, y'all make sure y'all pay attention. Like y'all say, pay attention to who you vote for, because whoever you're voting for is the person who's creating new laws for the next following year in the next 4 years that you will be voting for. So you may be voting for Iron Legend robots flying around your house next year, drones and all that other crazy.
What you talking about?
Uh-huh.
They might be making that already. Hey, anytime you have the technology to make drones, I mean the technology's there. You just don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. Technology
Yeah, I'm
is
just
there.
saying.
Technology, I'm
So,
telling you.
so that's just what it is. So if you pay attention, just don't pay attention to your two presidents, but also look at your senators and your judges and your Congress and these people. Your I think it's
What? What's that? Boy, give us the end of the show, silly. It's time to end the show.
All right, then look.
Look,
Well,
Faye is like, I'm
look.
not a
I know
part of y'all.
everybody.
I don't condone
Hey,
this behavior.
bruh,
What are you trying to
bruh.
say?
She like, bruh, shut the fuck up and come on. I'm ready to get the fuck off out of here, man. Come on, I gotta go. I got shit. I gotta do. We got a big. Anyway, y'all,
Faye
I'm
letting you be
glad.
great. Faye letting you be great. Be great.
Listen. I like everybody for coming out, tuning in. Thanks for y'all coming out. Call your loved ones, call your grandma, call your uncle, call your nephew, nieces, uncle, whoever that you have some type of grudge with. Let them know you love them. And let them know that that you're still here, you're still living, you're still alive, that you want to know how they're doing. Send them some edible arrangements, some fruits. Let them know, you care for them. Just don't say you care for them. Do something for them. Cut the grass, wash the clothes, do something for them. Whatever you want to do, make sure you give them someone, somebody on this earth that they have somebody that still love them. You know what I'm saying? So do not give up on people that you never talked to in a very long time. So won't you let them know you love them, give them a big hug, give them some, Twinkies, and lay them there and tell them you love them with all your heart, because you never know when they're going to go. And just like that, I'm out here. I like to tell y'all, stay black. Remember Tupac. Y'all be good. I ain't got to go, but I know I got to get on out of here. Y'all holla back.
Get your co-host, Faye. Well, on that note, guys, y'all know every Wednesday, we do What's New in Your World. We talk about whatever. I think we're going to do something. What?
I like those shoes back there. I like those shoes, too. The
like
shoes look nice, man. Yeah, the shoes look real nice. Real nice. I like the shoes.
I like them kicks.
Yeah.
I like those kicks, too.
Yeah, look at the soles under that thing. Look, look, I like them. The soles.
Hey.
They're nice.
I tried.
Hey. With them, what they call it, the S1s, right? That's the S1.
And the SS1s.
Yeah.
Y'all know where to find us. YouTube, What's New in Your World. We go live every Wednesday. Facebook at WNIYW, and of course Instagram at WNIYW. We talk about whatever, the current topics, things that come up, whatever. I mean, we're here. Especially, we do the Hear Me Out, where you can write into us. You can see it in the description that I'll put below if you want to write in. You can write in anonymous. We'll give our opinions. It's not based on, we're not experts, just based on our opinions. And yeah, that's it, guys. So, and did I forget anything? Like, subscribe, follow. You'll see us next Wednesday. I guess Bando did.
I've been sparing y'all. I've been sparing y'all for the last 2 weeks, so now.
You done spoiled us for two shows. That's okay. That's okay. Oh,
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying not to take over the whole show, so I'm trying to give y'all something to talk about, So y'all may want to talk about nails. Y'all might want to talk about some hairline.
Maybe we should talk about that makeup that you said your girl on your first date came on her face. Maybe we should talk about that. Maybe we should talk about that. But anyway, guys, we're about to sign out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch us next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. What's New in Your World? Bye, guys.
Yeah. Cool.